Hi everybody, it's Anne here from annshappystampers.co.uk and I'm back with another tutorial, and today we're going to make this gorgeous little diamond box. And I actually saw one of these on Stampin' Up's website. They did one, but it was made with the envelope punch board. Now I don't have a one, so I worked out what the measurements would be just to do it on the scoreboard. And I also made these really cute little tassels, which I think look really nice. And I used the Thoughtful Banners stamp set, and you can actually fit quite a lot inside there. So I'm going to show you how to make this. Now we're going to make it in my favourite colour, which is Night of Navy, and we're going to use some of this gorgeous paper, and I can't think of the name now, but it's absolutely beautiful, all double-sided. You get two of each, and I just think it's so pretty, very elegant, I think. And for this project today, I'm going to use, as you can see, I've already cut it up. We're going to use this paper here, which I think is really nice. So that's the paper. I'm using Night of Navy card. Oh, hang on, the name might be on here. Floral Boutique, yeah, that's what you call it. Okay, so get that out of the way. So what you're going to need is Night of Navy card, which is you need a piece which is going to have to be 21.5 centimeters by 8.3 centimeters, or 8.5 inches by 3.25 inches. And the lid, you need DSP, which is 9.2 centimeters square, or either 3 11/16 square, okay, and a piece of Whisper White for the centerment, okay. And like I said, I'm going to use Thoughtful Banners, and I'm using this one here, and I am just using the little hello stamp there, and the coordinating punch as well, okay. Right, so we need to do some scoring first. Now what you need to do is pop this in on the short side. Okay, so short side first, and score it at, let's get this right, score it at 3/4 of an inch. Okay, then turn it the long side so that this score line is facing at the top. I hope you can see this. So that's facing at the top, and then what you need to do, no you don't, put it back in on the short side again. It's awful shadowy in here. Can we get a bit of light? That's a bit better. Yeah, so keep it in on the short side. So you've scored at 3/4, now score it at 2 inches. Okay, and then put it on the long side, but make sure that the small 3/4 of an inch piece is at the bottom. And then we're going to score partial lines just down to this score line here, okay, and do that at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches and 8 inches. Okay, so you should have that. Then turn it round so you've got the small score line at the top, and score this. Well, actually flip it over, because what you need to do is you're going to have this small skinny piece, you're going to have it on the right, so then you can score a partial line just to this score line here, at 1 inch, 3 inches, 5 inches and 7 inches. Okay, so that's what you should have now. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to draw like a triangle from there to there, okay, with our ruler. So I'll show you how we're going to do that. Oops, sorry, I'm always headbutting the camera. So take a ruler and, like I say, you're going to just do diagonals just up to there, so it gives you like a little triangle, and just do this all the way along. Okay, so that's what you should have, your little triangles all the way along. Okay, oops. And now we're just going to fold, well actually what we're going to do is, yeah, we'll fold and burnish first. So just forget about these little lines for now, just do them, and then I think it's easier to cut it now. So you've got this little small rectangle here, we're just gonna snip this away, okay, but then slant down a little bit so you give yourself a little piece out of there. Okay, and now cut up each one of these bottom score lines, but just take a little piece out so you end up with that. So kind of just cut the score line away really. Okay, and then your lines here, if you just fold them in like this. And then it will go together just like that, which is like a square, and they'll fold up. So we need some adhesive down here. I'm just going to use some fuse for this. Okay. Just make sure it lines up. I'm all fingers and thumbs. So get that even with there. Press that down. And then obviously you want the seam round the back. So then we'll go in there. So a little bit of fuse on here. And a bit on here as well. Okay, so there's our cute little box, and then now it's just the lid, which, like I say, is 9.2 centimeters square or 3 by 11/16 square, and we just score this at either 2 centimeters on all 4 sides or 3/4 of an inch on all 4 sides. Okay, so pop it in, and 3/4 of an inch on all 4 sides. Okay, and you can just see that there. I think it's quite tricky with this paper because it's very dark. Just give this a little fold, burnish. Then just take your snips, and basically all we're going to do is just cut up to the little score line, and I'm just going to take a little notch out of there just for when it closes, that's all. Okay, and then a bit more fuse just on the little sticky tabs. And then they just fold in. Come on, sticking it everywhere it shouldn't be. So there's our gorgeous little lid, and we'll just test it goes on our box, which it does, and I think it's so pretty. Now we're just going to do a little bit of stamping, but before I do that, I've made a little tassel with the same DSP, and I've just tied some twine round it. Now all I did for this was the same DSP, a piece about, I think it's about about 1.5 inches this way, and was roughly about 6 inches long, and I just snipped it with the scissors all the way along. If you've got the fringe scissors, that would be good. Just leave a little bit at the top. I just rolled it up like you can see there, and then stuck it with glue, and you have a little tassel. And I just tied some Night of Navy twine round it, and I'm just going to hang that off, which I think it looks really nice with a little tassel. So I've got my Whisper White, and I've got the stamps mounted already, and I'm using Night of Navy ink, and I'm just going to stamp the banner. Okay, and the little hello sentiment, I'm just going to have to pull this down so I can see where I'm stamping. Just I want to get it in the middle. Okay, there's the little hello. And then I've got the coordinating punch. Oh, and I'm just going to punch out my little banner. There we go. And I think that's really sweet, and that is going to go just on there. So I'm going to pop that on with dimensionals, but I'm actually going to stick the twine behind it for the little tassel that I made. So if I pop a couple on there and take the little tassel, and I don't want it too long, so I'm going to cut it down to about here. Take the backing off. And I want my sentiment about there. So I'm just going to stick the twine, not too high, stick the twine to the dimensional, and just pop that there. Okay, and I think it looks really sweet with a little tassel on. And I've also got these little gems, which I got these from eBay, and I'm just going to pop that on there with a dimensional. I find they stick really well with those because it's like the ideal kind of shape at the back for them. And pop that just under there and get that right in the middle. And there we go. There's our gorgeous little gift box, and you can actually fit quite a lot in there. It holds an embossing powder pot, and I've got an empty one here, but it holds one of these perfectly if you maybe wanted to gift that, or lip balm, or you know, any kind of little gift. But I think they're gorgeous. So anyway, I hope you like today's project. I will be back on Sunday with Simple Sunday Crafting. So until then, thanks for watching, and bye for now.